Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sylvia and my channel is all about being creative. Now in my last video I pointed out that today we are actually going to make a silicone mold so that we can do more of these little cute toilets. And as I pointed out, I did buy these on Temu for a pack of 5. But I need a lot more toilets for the project, so I didn't want to go spending more money. So what's the easiest way to do? Create a mold and pour some with some epoxy. So I'll move the camera so that we can get stuck into it. So I've got this and I've just put it into the shape that I need it in. It actually comes in this box, and it's an adjustable mold housing. Now I actually purchased 2 of these, and so that if I ever needed to make a bigger one I could, or if I wanted to do 2 at the same time I can. And basically you just choose which parts you need, and they're actually really easy to join up, and I'll show you. So you've got this piece here which helps you join it together, and you grab your part and all you do is put them together like that. Now with these, one side is a little bit narrower than the other, so you want to make sure you grab the one that's a little bit wider, and you just literally slip it over the top and it's done. So it was a really good purchase, and they're not really all that expensive either. Can't remember how much I paid for it. I'll probably end up either leaving putting it in the description, or I'll put up on the screen how much it cost me. So in order to do this, what I've done is, first of all, you need a set of scales. Now I've got this plastic container which I'm going to use for actually mixing the silicone in, but I'm going to transfer it to this cup, because with a cup I can do like a little pour bit. So this is the first time I'm doing it, so we're all on a learning curve here. And I've got a plastic stirring stick as well, which we're going to use to stir the silicone rubber. I also have some special tape for doing resin and stuff, and we're going to be using that. And I've just got a little piece of plastic here which we're going to use as our bottom, and we're going to put 2 bits of this tape down with a sticky bit up so that we can actually stick these toilets onto it, because the last thing we want is for it to move. So I'm just going to grab this, I'll put one down. I know this is way too big, but I'd rather have it too big than not enough. Whoops, and it falls on the ground. Okay, and we're going to grab another piece, because the tape's not quite wide enough for the mold maker. So okay, got that stuck on there, and that will be wide enough. There we go. So we've got that. Now I've also got some mold release spray. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to spray this a little bit just to make sure that it will hold. Now we'll use a little cloth. Hopefully this one's alright. It's the only cloth I can find close by. Now I'll just very gently give it a wipe, just so that we've got no drips, which we shouldn't do, but, you know. And then we're just going to stick that right over the top, like so. And that should seal it all in. And now I'm going to stick all these little toilets in, and I'll show you in a minute the gap that I'm leaving. Now I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to have to make, so we'll play the guessing game. If we end up having to make a little bit more, so be it. We will do that. I think that should do it. Now let me see, can I show you? There we go. So I've got 2 there, 2 there and 1 there. So this mould will automatically make 5 of them, which will be perfect. Okay, so next we're going to pour our silicone rubber. Now you've got part A and you've got part B. So what we're going to do is turn this on. I'm sort of thinking maybe 80 grams of each should be good enough. Now these actually have like a little cap to stop any spillage. I'd already removed them because I wasn't sure how easy they were going to be to take off. Now I'm just going to watch this at the same time. Yeah, I think 80 will... Whoop. Okay, 85. Okay, so we've got part 1 in there. And now we'll put 86 of this one in as well. Oops, we went a little bit over. Hopefully it won't make a difference. And now all we're going to do is stir this really, really well, making sure we scrape at the bottom and scrape the sides. When I'm going to pour it, I'm actually going to pour it over to one of the toilets, just to make sure that we don't really create any bubbles in there. And we're just going to let that sit here to dry. Now while I'm tapping, I can actually see bubbles coming up and popping. There we go, and we'll let that sit, and I'll come back when it's all cured, and then we'll undo it. And okay, so we are going to reveal our mould today. Now I have already started pulling this off, and the one thing I found was it was sticking to the, as you can see here, it's sticking to the mould, but very carefully, and I actually used a bit of a scissors to help free it up a little bit. So as you can see, like there's certain areas where I sort of got to take the scissors and just cut away at it. It's just a little bit of thin bit that leaked through, like so, and we'll clean it all up properly in a minute. So we've got this bit done. Now we're gonna, still feeling rather sticky, so I think I might leave it sitting like this for a bit longer, only because this side is sticky, the other side's not. Okay, so I've just grabbed a pair of pliers and it's quite easy to remove that way. And all I'm doing is just grabbing it there. Whoops. No, this one definitely doesn't want to move. Okay, we'll leave that. But we've got all of them off except for that one, so we should be able to very carefully pull things away and see what it's like there. Yeah, it seems to be just that top bit, so I'll move this out of the way, maybe, yeah. I'll try and undo this after, I think. Ah, look at that. Oh. Where there's a will, there's a way. And then we throw it away. All good. See, it had some silicone underneath it, that's why it was so hard to get off. Okay, so next we'll break away these last ones. Like so. And I might put it on top of something, just so it doesn't get dirty underneath. And as you can see, I'm literally just peeling away those really thin bits. They come off quite easy. So, but we'll tidy it up after. But yeah, I'll let it sit for another hour or so. Okay, I couldn't find anything, however I still managed to get it out with my fingers. It's just a little bit on the tricky side. So what I did was just really pull that way and literally just wiggle it like that. That we're on top, we'll clean them up later. But yeah, I mean, check it out. Our toilet is now a mould. So anyway, I will leave this to dry and I'll finish the video off right here, because I'm sure you don't need to watch me cutting away all the little tiny bits or pull them away, which I seem to be able to do in some spots, or struggle to get these little buggers out. So I will see you guys in the next video, but before I go, just to remind you all, if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you get notified for any videos that are going up. And please hit the like button, because that will really help our channel out. So I will see you guys in the next video, where we will be making a picket fence with some gates. Until then, hope you have an awesome day, night, weekend, etc. And I'll see you next week. Bye.